guys, welcome back to 365 Days of SEO. This is Christian Bullock. Today we're talking about a technical SEO topic, and that is HTTP header codes. So what is that? It's essentially a fancy way of saying, here's a 3-sequenced number that's being returned from a server. And why it's important is, I think, essentially 3 things. First, one of them corresponds to servers correctly showing a web page. Another one references whether or not a web page is being redirected properly. And the third way that we're looking for HTTP header codes is if a web page isn't showing properly, which means search engines can't get to it, search engines can't include it in their index, etc. So like I said, really covering 4 different HTTP status or header codes here. The first one is 200. What 200 means is it was a successful return from the server, meaning there is a web page here and users, search engine spiders, etc. can access it. And that's a 200 OK or success, HTTP success code. Then there's redirect ones that you're going to be familiar with when it comes to if you have a piece of content in an old URL and you want to redirect it to a new URL. So there's 2 ways to redirect content. One's a 301 redirect, and the other one's a 302 redirect. And a 301 redirect is what you want to do 100% of the time. A 301 redirect is like giving a change of address postcard to the mail office. You're saying, hey, I used to live at this address, now I'm permanently moving to this address. That's what a 301 redirect tells servers, search engines, etc. Same thing. I'm going from one URL to another. A 302 is known as sort of a temporary redirect. So you're essentially telling search engines and hey, my content has redirected, but it may be moving back at some point in time. So using a 302 redirect won't give you all that link juice transfer to the new URL because search engines are thinking, well, it might be coming back to the old URL. So that's a problem. So whenever you're doing a redirect, you want to do a 301 redirect, not a 302. And lastly, if a 404 happens, it means it's an error. It means that the web page can't be grabbed off the server. Essentially, it's telling search engines, hey, this content no longer lives at this URL. If you have this issue with one of your web pages that should be showing up, you really need to correct it as soon as possible. Because if you don't, search engines will start thinking, hey, this content is no longer here. We're not going to show it in our index. So we're going to be really careful if you see any 404 errors happen for any of your web pages. And then looking at 302 redirects that are happening on your website and changing those over to 301s is really important as well. Again, that's me, Christian Bullock. We just covered some HTTP header codes, 365daysofseo.com. We'll see you guys tomorrow.